How to paint background with a flat color in a single shade. First, we need the exact shade we are going to paint the background with. Then we need a pretty big brush. Mine is small, but the larger the area you need to fill, the bigger the brush you need. You can use a sponge or anything that can absorb a lot of dye. And now my job is to quickly apply the dye to the silk. I say quickly because the borders of the spreading dye should not have time to dry. Therefore, it's desirable to color by applying as much dye as possible, so that the surface of the silk is very wet. It's clear that the larger the area to be painted, the more difficult it's to keep track on the fact that all the borders remain wet. But if this point is missed, the borders can still be visible. I'll show you this just a little bit later. There is also an important point. The tighter you stretch your silk on the frame, ideally like a drum, the more even the surface of your fabric will be, and thus the more evenly the paint will be distributed on the surface. And while drying, it won't flow into sacs and concentrate there, making those areas darker. Eventually, for the better result, three things are important: a tightly stretched fabric, a large wide brush, and your speed. As you can see, my borders are still visible, but as long as the silk is wet, you can rub them out with a brush. This is what the background looks like after drying. In my view, it's quite smooth and even.